it, Sarah. All day. Hell yeah.
Arm wrestling's about to take place.
Yeah. YouTube world, I'm your host, Paul Italia. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button below. If you're feeling this content, smash that like button. It is my pleasure to introduce today's guest. Some know him as the encyclopedia of arm wrestling. Everybody knows him as one of the top pound for pound pullers to ever pull. Very known legend arm wrestler from Istanbul, Turkey, Engin Terzi. Welcome, Engin.
Hello, Paul. How are you?
I'm
Thank
doing
you
well,
for
brother.
inviting me.
Very excited about today's interview with you.
Thank you.
So I wanted to first start off, Engin, and I wanted to find out how many years have you been in the arm wrestling world for?
Little bit more than 30 years. About
And
32 years.
how did you first get into it?
I was very skinny guy, kind of like wasn't really strong in arm wrestling. I was playing football, what you guys call soccer over there, and we had a flower shop, we had a greenhouse, and then on the summertime, we were making like a flower galleries by the seaside, and there I was selling flowers as a kid, not really kid, but about like 15, 16. And there we get bored and we arm wrestle all the time. And with the friends, they always beat me. And so then one day I was again, arm wrestling, somebody was beating me. And there is one guy that always buy flowers from me, saw this. And he said, okay, let me try. And then he hold the guy and beat in a way that I never saw before. And I was like, okay, you know something, this is not the regular arm wrestling that, we have been seeing around. And I found out that he was from 3 years before that time, he was the regional champion. And I first time heard that there was arm wrestling competition. And then I just left the Galleria, the flowers and everything with the customers. I just started walking with him. He was going away. He buy the flower from me. And then I didn't even care about anything. And then I was like, just teach me, this, that, And he gave me an arm wrestling table. And I was giving him free flowers, And it taught me, a little bit something that which I, at this level, would consider very amateur, But at that time, for someone who is just playing on the street and losing against everyone, it was very, how to say, advanced for me. And that's how I started. And then about 1.5, 2 years training, I competed the national championships and I took second place. But I was, I know, maybe lucky because it was single elimination. And the guy that I met in the final was the 5th place in the world. And since it was a single elimination, if I would pull him first round, second round, third round, I would be probably nobody, and I would have quitted arm wrestling already by saying that it's too hard. But I was lucky that I didn't meet him till the final, and maybe there were some guys that he eliminated that would beat me. I don't know. And so, but taking second place that day kind of motivated me, and here I am.
Engin, how much did you weigh in that first competition?
There was the lowest category, 60 kilo. It was under 32 pounds. Yeah.
Now, when you first linked up with this guy, was he part of a team then? Did they have regular practices weekly?
No. He didn't have any team. He was just a guy that I don't know, loved arm wrestling. He was competing, and he didn't have a team.
So can you give me an idea around what years we're talking about when you first begun? Was it in the 90s, early
about 1990?
1990. Now, what did arm wrestling look like in Turkey then? Was it very popular or was it just beginning?
I don't think it was very popular. I don't think it was very popular, but I don't know, only people who had like interest, like who liked arm wrestling would have found, what they are doing. I don't live in Istanbul. I live in Yalova, which is south of Istanbul, very near to Istanbul. In Istanbul, there is a park. It's called Gülhane, and there it was very famous that people were arm wrestling. Even the national championships was being held there at that time. So people had some ideas, but I didn't know anything. Yeah, I mean that's how it was. Not really very, I would say, popular until it became a recognized sport by the Turkish government in 1998. And after that, you know, till that time, we were covering all our expenses. After that, government started to buy our tickets, the hotel, not for the big team, but only for the people who had chance to win medal.
Now, I know, Engin, that you do something for the Turkish arm wrestling team. Do you hold a title or anything? Can you elaborate on that a little?
Yeah, I am the technical director of the Turkish national team, which means the highest person in between the trainers. I am the only one who has the fifth degree uh, uh, trainer diploma certificate,
So a
which is the
true
highest.
master of our sport.
In Turkey, I have the highest level. The only person who has the fifth degree, which is the highest level, is me.
And what year did you get that title?
I mean, it's the certificate and the title is different. Yeah, I mean, I have been in the national team since 1993. The first time I was part of the national team was 1993 Canada, and after that time, some years later, um, many competition I competed and represented my country as a trainer and athlete. In the same competition, I was an athlete and trainer, and I don't exactly remember. Probably it was 2000. I think 2012 when I get the certificate of the highest level, which is fifth level. And then since that time, till that time, I was like a trainer and athlete. And then at that point, I became the technical director. Before me, there was no technical director because nobody had that level anyways.
Now, I don't want to dive too much into the history and your background yet because we're going to come back on another interview and we're going to hit all that. But I just wanted to get a quick, brief answer on this. When was the first time you competed in the United States?
I competed the Waffles in 1996, October 1996.
And where was that?
Virginia Beach. Yeah.
And then I remember you telling me a story in 1997, I believe. You were in Petaluma Worlds. And what went on there for that year?
There was 10 weight classes. I competed half of them and won all of them. Like I won 5 out of 10 classes in the history. I don't think, I'm sure that nobody has done before. John won 5 classes as well, but at that time there was 12 classes. When I competed, there was only 10 classes, so I won half of them.
That is very, very impressive, Engin. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on, I wanted to, did you get to see last week, did you get to see the big super match between Tim Bresnan and Derek Smith?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay, what was your thoughts on that whole outcome?
I was surprised, in fact.
So you were originally, your prediction would have went with Tim for the win.
I mean, I would not be so surprised if Derek won, but it kind of looked, not to disrespect the team, but it kind of looked like very convincing me that, after some rounds, Derek even wanted to go inside and beat him there to control team's pronator, which is very hard thing to do. So Derek, as I wrote, as soon as I saw the video, I wrote there, he just stepped up to the world elite level, with that match. People ask me, like they say, Engin, do you think that Tim was in his like best shape or not? I don't know. I heard that Tim was getting ready to pull Prudnik, and I don't think that Tim would go overseas to pull Prudnik with a bad shape, and I don't think that he underestimated Derek either. My opinion that Derek is not the same Derek that we know. It is he had the potential, and now he's reaching there. He's reaching there. This is what I understand.
Yeah, for what I saw that day is Derek definitely leveled up. I mean, just his appearance alone, he's put on about 60 pounds from the time before, 3 years before when they met. And when he came in, you could feel the energy, the aggression, everything. Where you look at Tim, and don't get me wrong, Tim's a great guy and all. It's just the energy levels weren't there that day. I just didn't see it. It looked like two different beasts, in my opinion. So from that match, it kind of put the whole spotlight on the North America rankings. And there's lots of controversy going on and all. So I kind of just wanted to get your opinion on your top 5 in the North America after seeing that match.
It is very, very hard for me to, I don't know everything in detail that has been going on there. But like, if you ask me, like, for example, Jerry, Jerry that I know, and he's there, somewhere. But we're talking about someone who hasn't been pulling for what, 3 years?
Yeah, I believe it's a little over 2 years now.
Yeah. And so it is, I don't think that, I would rank someone that who is not active, just because what he did in the past. So, for sure, if you're talking about North America, I think that it is first and second is obvious. Looks like, Devon and Michael. And then the rest of the guys come. It is, I don't know. It is, as I said, I'm not really, in the past, about people knows it, about 15 years ago, I was doing all the world rankings, and then I realized that it was headache even then. And now when you see the community is even grown more, and everyone that looks at YouTube for 5 minutes have an opinion and can come and tell you, like, and then start questioning you, and then, hey, you don't know this, and then I was like, okay, it's okay. Let them do the ranking. Let them know it, and let me not know it. You understand? It is better, the mind health is better than just being popular. It's good.
Would you say you would have Todzilla up there? Would you now put Derek Smith in the top 5, or you really?
Derek, we need to just listen. I think that because of the inactivity in the last 2 years, not all of them were inactive, but we did not really see a lot of like these guys to in a recent shape to pull each other. So Todd is for sure. Whenever I see Todd pulling with Dave, Chaffee, I know it's practice pool, and maybe in a fresh match they would easily beat him. Maybe, I don't know. But even when Dave gets a little bit tired, and then when I see what Todd can do, and then it is like once Todd applies whatever he has, then most of them are in trouble, for sure. But the question is, can he apply or not? Like can he hook Derek, or Derek would take his wrist and pin him? I don't know. That time will show. no need to be part of that chaos, you know. Yeah, it's just let's set matches and watch. You know what I mean?
So
Or
you,
I should
you
say set matches, sit and watch. I should say, yeah.
so you would be in agreement with saying that we really don't have a fair, accurate top five list right now, that we need to see more action and see
Yes,
these top
yeah,
guys compete against each other.
yeah. I mean, let them pull, and prove themselves. Some of those, they don't need like so much to prove themselves. Some of them, they have to. Like Tata Chinks in his category, he doesn't have to prove himself. But whenever you judge him in the overall competition, there is something to prove. You understand that he's too much for his weight. But whenever he goes to the super heavyweight, he is not as great as he is in his category. He is great, but there is a weight disadvantage. So he is also one of them that needs to face some guys. He's doing great, but he needs to pull. I mean, who pull against each other lately in that conversation? Todd Pool, that Corey West beat him. Yeah, I think he beat him 3-1. I think, yeah, and
It was
then
3-2.
3-2. He was 3-2. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. And then Devon beat Michael, and then who else pull each other? Jerry is not active, and then Derek beats. I mean, I think that right now we should go like less opinion if we don't want to get headache, and then more of results. So what we know right now, Todd is above Corey, and Derek is above Tim Bresnan. So that is how we should go. And then Devon is ahead of Michael. I think this is how we should go.
Can I ask you this, Engin? So one of the big controversies is Derek said that he only wants to pull up. So he made the jump from number 19. He beat Tim, who was number 4, and now he's up in that 4 or 5 spot, and he only wants to pull up. Do you believe that he should only pull up, or he should also entertain guys below him, since he just kind of jumped over them like Corey West and all, and pull
I
those
think I
guys?
think that no, I think that since Derek just picked up, I think that he should be given opportunity to move up or not. If he is not that good enough, he will be sent back anyways. You understand? But for someone that is going up, I mean, I think that only people who are like there a lot of time, you understand, should be challenged by the guys. But for someone like Derek that is going up, I think that he should be given shot to even more up. This is my opinion. I mean, just you would kill his motivation, you know, that he's just ranking up, and then his eyes are looking even more to the top, and then you are saying that go down and then pull someone. And I'm not saying that Corey is down or something, but for sure, uh, at least on the paper, Derek is who is number 3, anyways.
Number 3, you would have Dave should be up there.
Dave Chaffee. So Dave Chaffee versus uh, Derek, great match. Let them pull. I mean, I think that is, Derek should not expect him to give shot to the number 1 now. I think that from 19 to 4 is not something that, that long job should be given. I mean, there's no long that is from 4 to 1 is only 3 steps. But I think that step by step is a good idea, I think. Or you can give Dave a shot to Devon or Michael, whatever. Yeah.
So you guys heard it here first, arm wrestling community. This is coming from a legend in our sport, somebody that's been around over 30 years, and he agrees with Derek's thinking of he should only go up for now. So guys should maybe lay off a little off of him, you know?